whoever you are and wherever you may be, welcome. Welcome to the alternative. An alternative to the way we connect with God. Welcome to an alternative way of worship. Welcome to an alternative way of viewing our present and hopes for the future. I'm Evan Collins. I serve this congregation as a director of worship in the arts, and thank you for inviting us into your viewing locations. Today, we focus on the power of conversation. Using the live chat feature below, reflect on characteristics of a productive conversation.
We cannot own the sunlit sky, the moon, the wildflowers growing, for we are part of all that is, within life's river flowing. With open hands receive and share the gifts of God's creation, that all may have abundant life in every earthly nation. When bodies shiver in the night and weary wait for morning, when children have no bread but tears and war horns sound their warning, God calls humanity to wake, to join in solemn labor, that all may have abundant life in oneness with their neighbor. God calls humanity to join as partners in creating a future free from want and fear, life's goodness celebrating. That new world beckons from afar, invites our shared endeavor, that all may have abundant life and peace endure forever.
Engaging in the rhythm of conversation is a skill. I can talk fast, way too fast, way too slow, too loud, too quiet. We can't forget body language, our tone of voice. In the blink of an eye, you can decide whether you should believe what I say is true. How can one feel alone in a crowded room? It's an oxymoronic phrase. How can you be alone in the company of others? It's frustrating to feel shut out. What place do I have if I can't get in a breath, silenced by the circle, closed to all guests? I feel so small when I'm lost for words. My mind starts spinning when I lack the language, when I lose sight of commonality. Soon arises a question of belonging. Our words can build walls or build bridges. How can a conversation render us speechless, make us feel empowered? How can we foster understanding and belonging in our daily conversations? Faced with circumstances out of our control, our conversations are an invitation to listen, to grow. we can shift our response from reactionary to restorative. Knowing the power of our words, we can affirm the strengths of one another with a simple compliment. It can just take a simple hello to feel seen, and why not identify someone's strengths before addressing their weaknesses? Next, it can be helpful to approach disagreement with curiosity. When one's words create dissonance with what we know to be true, we can respond with a question and learn their why to better understand our why. Take inspiration from the wonder of childhood. Kids bring an unmatched curiosity to life, asking the why. Asking the why, inviting reflection to our paradigm. When words bruise our sense of self, we can listen longer for context we initially didn't have. Then comes another consideration. What about the words of hurt leaving us paralyzed, fearful of our safety, and defeated? These conversations activate our fight or flight response just as our body would if we were running from a bear, dissolving any mental clarity. And this idealized approach to conversation takes practice. So let's also cut ourselves a break. But this opens conversation about advocacy. And first, our positionality. Meaning, it falls upon the privileged, not the marginalized, to advocate for the marginalized. What I mean is, they're suffering enough and they are exhausted. They need advocates. We can and should be angry with words of hate and racism, but there is a catch of sorts. Instead of fixating on the fear to speak out, we can aim to approach many of these conversations with curiosity also. Our curiosity can spark reflection, challenging those oppressive beliefs with a new perspective and empathy. There are times to speak and sing without hesitation. There are times to set boundaries. It's helpful to be open and prepared for the curiosity of others too. It's not a one-way street. I like to be mindful of confirmation bias. What I mean is people favor any information that already strengthens their beliefs and values, even if we know them to be harmful. If we frame our responses by immediately expressing our frustration, others may just perceive us as angry and shut out our voice because they feel shut out themselves, thinking, why listen to someone who can't listen to me? Such beliefs remain unchallenged, and your voice becomes but noise to the other person involved. If we open a dialogue with curiosity such as, why do you think that? We're likely to engage in some critical thinking towards progress. Our practice of patience and leaning into curiosity cultivates our discernment to know when to speak or when better to listen. You're likely familiar with the expression, count your blessings. Using the live chat below or the comments section, take a moment. Take a moment to express your gratitude. Write what or whom are you thankful for?